This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Harry, I'm about to reach the top. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with the true finale of Parasite Eve. In the last episode, we finished the floors 61 through 70, and now it's time to fill the last 7. Yeah, there's not much to them because they're basically straightforward, but what we encounter at the top will be, I don't know if I'd say super worth it, but something to think about. So let's head to the Chrysler Tower. Also, I want to go over the final setup for what we're going to do in the Chrysler Building. Obviously, bring your final key so you can actually get back up to that floor. That would be kind of annoying having to climb all the way back up there again. Although there wouldn't be any enemies in there, so that would be fine. So, okay, so actually, let's actually get to the floor, and then I'll go over my last setup here. And I thought it'd be appropriate just to, talk about our journey here through the Chrysler Building. Yeah, it's definitely a bit of a slog going through this whole thing. I mean, I'm glad I did it once, but I don't know if I'd like doing it again. I kind of don't miss random dungeons from games, I'll admit. I like knowing kind of generally where to go, and yeah, there's a bit of mystery to explore, but with random dungeons, who knows what will happen. Although apparently the whole idea of random stuff is becoming popular again with, like, old games having randomizers and stuff like that, but not my thing, so. Anyway, head back to 70, but I mean, I guess I like the idea of going through the tower and getting like rare stuff you couldn't get throughout the main storyline, but I wish there was a bit more to it outside of just reskinned enemies. I mean, I like the music for the Chrysler Building, but I mean, that shouldn't be the only thing, I wish I wish maybe every 10 floors maybe should have changed maybe the color of the floor or something, just to make it different, just not the same floor every time. Like maybe put a palette swap over the colors of it. I don't know. I mean, that's what I would have done. But anyway, before we head up to the 71st floor, let's take a look at our weapon here. So obviously you can choose whatever weapon you want. I'm going to choose the machine gun here. So this is the junk variation of the junk machine gun with 122 base and 284 plus. Because yeah, in between episodes I used the I might have I use the toolkit and the super toolkit to basically take every single weapon in my inventory and put all their bonuses to my weapon here. So we've got the 2-shot because I think it's just faster to do 2-shot at this point, and we're going to get enough damage anyway. So, and burst, which isn't really necessary for this fight, but hey. Then we got tranquilizer, which really isn't going to do anything for this fight, as well as the cyanide pills, because the final encounter ignores that. But we got triple action, which is the big one, and first strike. I mean, that's not really affect this fight, but that's what I've got. But triple strike or triple action is going to be the very important, and then we've got critical up, which will help as well. Anyway, range is 152, which won't really matter in this fight either. But if it was really low, it probably would have affected things. And then bullets, yeah, I got plenty of bullets, and we have Maya's gun, but we don't actually need that for this. We also got Club 5, and apparently it's just the same as Club 4. Well, not exactly the same. It's got some slightly different abilities, and I could have sworn the steel ability is different on the Club 5, but no, it's basically the same. And we've got our ultimate armor, the Deimos, which I named, but you can name it whatever you want. This is after you get Wayne everything for the super tool. He'll engrave your weapons and armor for you again. But anyway, I've got HP max up. I've got attack up. I've got anti-confusion, poison, anti-paralyze, anti-darkness, plus 4 to your inventory, which don't really need, but hey. We've got PE light, which decreases how much PE costs on it. And we also got auto heal, which basically uses medicine when your HP is low, and auto cure. Don't really need auto cure, but I put in a couple of full cures just in case, because the boss can hit you with a status ailment in a certain situation. I also put in a couple of revives. Probably only need 1 or 2, but you never know what could happen during this, and I have them, so why not? Then I put all my excess medicine 4s in it, because we might be using those a lot just because of how the fight works. But yeah, that's it. So let's do this. Let's head up to the 71st floor. And this better be worth it, climbing up all these floors and doing this all over the time. Hey, someone put all these exhibits on the top. Unfortunately, there's nothing to really interact with, and there's goo everywhere. Gross. I mean, there's been goo before, but hopefully it doesn't get any worse. Yeah, there's not much to these floors. There's more just kind of like a coming to the final location and Huh, these might be based off actual exhibits, but I'm not sure. Ew, more goo. It's even more than before. Did someone let out? Didn't someone shoot out their? That was weird. She stood on the stair at a weird spot, but yeah, more goo. Gross with the goo. No goo. No goo for you. Yeah, Aya's just slowly walking upstairs, wondering why she's doing this when Eve is still about to is still in the museum. And apparently we're taking our time. Yeah, I never. It's kind of funny. The whole time Eve's still like at the museum preparing to like give birth or whatever. Or no, yeah, ready to give birth and all this other stuff, and yet we haven't. We're climbing up the 77th floor tower. I don't know. It's kind of silly, especially with what happens after we beat. Well, spoilers. There's gonna be an encounter at the top here, but I don't know. I just find it kind of funny how it just kind of the certain event doesn't get resolved after everything, but getting smaller and gooier. Feels like there's something waiting for us at the top. Something magnificent, or not. It's hard to say. What the? Looks like something similar to like when we fought Eve before. Huh. Looks like a cocoon. Is that you, Sephiroth? I see you. Hello? Hey, is that like an actual like cocoon for moths and stuff like that? What the? Is that little girl we saw with our like eye like every once in a while? Well, mainly at the beginning of the game on the bits and pieces there. My eyes? Your eyes aren't deceiving you, girl. No, I really am here. What you're seeing is an illusion. Isn't illusion? Seems sure. It seems like it. Maya? ... You're Maya, aren't you? Oh, but Maya's dead, dude. Hee. Ha. You're wrong again. I'm the original Eve. What, from the story this game's based off of? Original Eve? What do you mean? The mitochondria Melissa was transplanted from this young body. Hans Klump gave my kidney to you, and after giving the kidney to Melissa, he continued to culture my liver cells in order to study the original me. As Melissa's body was giving birth to the ultimate being, I made my nest here. So that's why it was glowing during the plot of the storyline. Wait, how did no one notice you were here the whole time, though? Was it only during the beginning of this tale, or have you been here for a while? Yeah. Just in case Melissa, the ultimate being, failed, at least the purebred would survive. Purebred, huh? Your purebred Eve? Then your this body belongs to your sister. It's been cultured from the real thing. That's kind of messed up, dude. No, that's not true. That's impossible! Want to chat with your sister? Huh? What? What? She's dead, dude. That's not your sister. Don't fall for Andor's lies. Who are you? Maya, it's me. How do you know my name? Where's Mom and Dad? Where's Aya? Well, she's right here. Oh, she's probably looking for her younger version of herself. Are you really Maya? The bee? No, that's a German. I think that's a German cartoon. Anyway, I was in the car with Mom, and then my bike got really hot. Where am I? I have to go home. I have to. Aya's waiting for me. I'm here, Maya. It's getting hot again. Maya! ... Maya, answer me. Sorry to break up the reunion. Eve? You're a terrible person, Eve. I'm glad we're gonna beat your butt. Did you have a nice time reminiscing? Eve. You challenging me? A purebred? Well, I mean, I've got a gun. We're in America, so it should be enough. Just remember, the body belongs to your sister. Well, someone deserves a spanking. For final boss time against Truebred Eve herself. Alright, so this fight can be kind of dangerous because this is a fight you want to finish as fast as you can because, well, I'll show you here in a second, but let's start off with haste and blaster, but take this! Oh, maybe I should have fully healed before this, but okay, should be able to get a liberate in as well if we shoot fast enough. Oh, did we get it? Oh, I guess we did. Nice. After that, we're not going to use liberate for the rest of... Wait. Huh. Her Truebred form just looks like me. Huh. Interesting. But yeah, I think that's a nice little detail of the game. But all right, we want to get as much damage as we can. I probably should have fully healed with some of the medicines I had, but because I just realized I'm not at max health. But oh well. All right. Unfortunately, we're gonna be stunned for a hot minute, but that's fine. All right. Oops. Better back off. Ah. Oh. Yeah, we got plenty of ammo. I'm getting pretty lucky with this damage. Oh, gonna need a haste. No, do I want to go and heal? Nah, I'll wait till I get a heal 3. Till I heal anymore. Oof, she keeps popping around. Well, I'm getting pretty lucky that I'm not getting hit by her. But like I said, this is what I have the auto heal for. Back off. Don't kick me. Okay, and then we'll heal afterwards. There we go. Alright. Oh, need a haste. No, she's not really doing anything. She's supposed to be, like, pulling out all the stops against me. Maybe I haven't done enough damage to her. Oh. I think she's about to do one of her big... Oh, no. She's summoning little Mayas or whatever. Now, what you're technically supposed to do is just not shoot her, because every time you hit her while she's got these things, they'll do, like, a status affliction on me. But because I have full cure, I should be fine. So, we basically want to blast her before... Because she's going to be healed when they do this, so... I've heard sometimes if you don't hit her, sometimes she won't heal. Which, I don't think she healed, because... Oh, no, there it is. You barely saw it, but it was 1,000. But yeah, just blast her. I mean, if you've got... Oh, let's see. I think she's about to do her charge attack, I think. So let's, bury her. Oh, hold on. Need to get haste. Yeah, we're gonna be hasting quite often during this fight. I think she charges the screen. I don't know if you can... I don't think you can even avoid it either. Oh, wow. See, he went through my berry and hit me and did full damage because I got full healed. So woo. So yeah, that could have killed me. So, or if you have a revive, that's fine too. But oh, did I get her? Haha, we did it. All right. Yay, we did it. That fight could be a lot harder, by the way. I obviously overbuilt for it. So but yeah, it could. Every time she heals herself, I believe she heals for more HP every time she does that. So you want to try to do as much damage to you as fast as possible. Otherwise, it might become impossible to beat her. So, but yeah, we did it. Yay! Aya. Yeah, unfortunately, we defeated her body. So it's getting hot again. No, not again. Ugh. Stay in there. Stay with us, Aya. I have awakened. What? What's this voice? It's coming from within my body. The time has finally arrived. No, you can't be. I've already done the It's Impossible thing. Ha ha ha. Eve. She taking over our body? Until a while ago, Maya's body had the most evolutionary form of mitochondria. But now your mitochondria has surpassed Maya's. Wow, even as a kid she had really high mitochondria? Sounds like midi-chlorians to me, pretty much. I am now the highest form of mitochondria ever present. They're competing? That's what evolution is all about. Survival of the fittest, eh? I don't know if this is what Darwin had when he was thinking about it, but okay. Humans are the same. All knowledge and technology. See, it's all about competition. Was it capitalism or whatever? In war, use that technology to determine who will survive. It's the same in the animal kingdom, where they tear their prey apart. I guess that's kind of true. Stop it. Impossible. We have survived war. The time has come for us to be released. Yeah. Stop it. Or, stop. Question mark, exclamation point. Don't interfere. Sorry, I'm using the same voice for both women. I probably should change it up. What? Are there others too? Others other than you and I? No! Maya? Huh, Maya came in through. This place belongs to me and Aya. So have we formed fusion, huh? Yeah. Or, you're not gonna interfere. I won't let you. Well, since they are twins, it'd be appropriate to give them the same voice. No. The evolution of your nucleus is... Go home. I have to go home. Is above. I know. I need to go home. So it seems she's waiting. I'm losing consciousness. Aya's waiting. She's waiting for me. Well, this... Man, if someone walked up like Daniel and said, like, Aya, are you okay? My body, it's back to normal. Before Eve ever came along. Before he came to have all that power. Oh, so we don't have our power anymore? Huh. I guess maybe Maya suppressed it so Eve wouldn't take us over or something like that. ... Maya, I've been waiting. I've always been waiting for you to come home with Mom. And I've always been looking for the other me. Me. But you haven't always been with me, haven't you? Or you have been always with me. Always. All this time. Always. I guess that's what we call sisterly love, right? Let's go home, Maya. Let's go back for good. Well then, Maya and Aya became one, I guess. Came home together, in a sense. Because of the help of Eve, I guess? I don't know. But, yeah. That's it. That's it for the final encounter in Parasite Eve. There is a sequel to this game, and apparently that story is based off this ending, from what I understand. So it's not based off the Eve or Aya's mitochondria affecting everyone in the thing, which is this game is kind of this extra endings section is kind of weird because Daniel and Maida aren't even there, and Eve is still technically doing whatever she's doing. Although I guess maybe with Eve suppressing, or maybe Maya suppressing, or maybe returning her back to normal, maybe that Eve died or lost her powers. I don't know. They don't really explain it. I guess it doesn't need to be explained. I think this credits is roughly the same. I think it has a few different pictures, I think, than the main credits, but it's pretty much the same, like, just into the thing. But, yeah, once again, I would like to say I like the post-ending stuff, but really the Chrysler Tower is definitely a bit of a slog going through it, just because of all the randomness, and or depending if you play the game well, you can just speed through the whole thing, and that's almost just as boring, really, when you think about it. I like the fact that there's extra content at the end of the tower, at least. Most post games do, all they do is just say, hey, here's a ultimate weapon or an ultimate combat, but there's no story implication. So at least this game gives you a story implication for doing the post content. You know, I mean, it's nothing too crazy, but it does kind of solve a question about, like, what was up with that little girl appearing the whole time, because they never... I mean, when I first played the game, I just assumed it was like a whole Maya being inside Aya. That was all it was. It was just supposed to be that tie to Eve and the whole, you know, all that nonsense. But I guess there was an actual reason why Maya kept appearing. They explained in the... Well, don't explain it, but you can almost surmise in the post-game stuff. But I mean, like I said, the post-game is a mixed bag for me. I like bits of it, and then I don't like some of it. But hey, it was extra content. It allowed us to get up uber powerful. And for those who just want to play the main storyline, you can just, like, for those who just want to play the story and don't want to worry about, like, the difficulty of it, you can just, with EX mode, you can just, like, ramsack through everything. That's what I kind of liked about having New Game Plus, is that for later on, when I didn't have enough time for playing games, so I wanted to experience the story again, I always liked playing my New Game Plus modes, so I could just kind of breeze through the story a bit more, because, you know, instead with so many games out there, it's hard to go through all of them again with the same, like, 50 hours. But at least with Parasite Eve, with all this New Game Plus, I could be like, oh, okay, I could experience the story within a couple hours, kind of like a extended movie or something like that. But I appreciate the effort of the game to what it did. And I didn't talk much about this during the credits previously, but I do appreciate this game for trying to do something different with RPG than just being fantasy, you know, modern RPGs. And there's still not a whole lot of modern RPGs to this day, because it really is hard to do that concept, because with fantasy or science fiction, you can kind of see some of the weirdness or the gameplay elements making sense in those worlds because of magic and all this. In the modern world, it's like, that doesn't make sense. But there are a few modern RPGs or modern style RPGs that kind of work, like Resonance of Fate, or even like Mass Effect, or no, Mass Effect's more sci-fi, more like Alpha Protocol. Although I like that game, but I know it's not as popular with some people. Trying to think, there's probably a few other action RPG or modern RPGs that are out there, but I don't remember all of them. I think most of them are indie titles, like very small titles that people have done, tried to play art. Well, no, there's Well, no, I guess technically Shadowrun is futuristic. I was trying to think that I think there are probably some games in my old library that maybe have modern RPG sentimentalities to it or whatever, but man. But yeah, I guess I don't know what else to say about this game. I still like this game despite the post game being a little boring for the most part, and I appreciate at the time Square trying to do a lot of different projects, not just before AAA titles started doing the same thing over and over again. So they were trying to take a few risks. But nowadays you can't really do that with how much games cost and how everything needs to make this much money every time, and you can't make these games anymore, at least not from AAA studios. We have to relegate them to small companies who hopefully who don't need to have that much money. They just need enough to pay for the product and keep moving on. But and they did do a couple extra games in this. They did the second Parasite Eve 2, and then they did Third Birthday, which I'm kind of mixed on Third Birthday. Maybe one day I'll do Parasite Eve 2 and Third Birthday at some point. Not immediately. Maybe I'll save it for next Christmas or something like that. Although Parasite Eve 2 doesn't take place during Christmas. The only reason I recorded this during this time is during the winter holiday and during Christmas. And sadly, I didn't get this. I was hoping to get this game finished by Christmas Day, but it never happens because of just I didn't pace the episodes. I should have paced the episodes better or loaded stuff up at the time. But it's not a big deal. It's just one of those like OCD things in my brain that's got to kind of mess with me, but it doesn't mess with anything else. So, and there's really, as far as I'm aware, there's really nothing else at the end of the credits. It's just the same as before. So, I guess that's it for Parasite Eve. I hope you enjoyed the full game and then the little post content I did. I hope you appreciate. I hope there was some appreciation of me speeding up, not showing every single floor, because it would have taken me I think most episodes were 40 minutes to an hour. I don't think anyone wants to watch me 40 minutes to an hour just running around the same hallways over and over and over again. So I had to speed run it. There was no way I was going to do that as is. It would have been way too boring. So, but I hope you appreciate that, and I hope more people know about this game, and maybe one day we'll get spiritual successors to it in indie companies or something like that. But I'm just going to leave it here and let the rest of the credits roll. And thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next game.